Hi guys, this is Athulya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Perth. So this is the second video in the series. I have already done one of these videos, which I'm going to link up here and down in the description box for you to check out after watching this video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the next set of pros and cons. So without further ado, let's jump right in. The number one pro right now is Australia's job market is on fire. And I have a lot of facts to actually support my argument on this. So currently the unemployment rate is 3.5%, which is lowest in the last 50 years, which is huge. And now if you take a look at the employment graph, you'll see that it's constantly increasing month on month, year on year. So that is great. And if you actually check these facts for yourself, you will see that most of the states are hiring in a lot of sectors, in a lot of industries. So that is great. So now let's talk about the con. The con number one is high competition. You might have noticed that a lot of people are actually moving into Australia. These could be on student visa, partner visa, work visa, and a lot of other sort of visas. I'm not just talking about the Indians, but also people from other countries. So as we have a lot of people moving in, there is a chance of higher competition, and you have to be extremely good in what you do to actually get that job. And even after getting the job, you have to perform really, really well. And if I compare the work culture here with India, I have noticed that people here are extremely productive and you cannot really slack off. You need to match their level. At least you need to try and make sure that you are also able to do a lot of work. So that way it's a con, but I think over a period of time, it's great for a person to grow as an individual or as a professional. So that's good. The pro number two on my list is safe and peaceful. So Perth is one of the safest cities within Australia, and it's extremely peaceful to live here. And you'll see that there is always a friendly, a close-knit community vibe, which is great. So now if you are a person who is looking to raise a family here, Perth suburbs are amazing. They are extremely quiet. You have a lot of parks, a lot of gardens for your kids to enjoy. And overall, it's very peaceful and safe. Con number two is there is no nightlife, my friend. Sorry about that. So Perth as a city is great for individuals who are actually looking to raise a family. But if you are somebody who is looking for a wild night out, then I'm sorry, you will definitely get disappointed by the city. Of course, you do have certain places, certain nightlife hotspot places in the city, such as Northbridge, Subiaco, etc. But apart from that, the entire city feels eerily quiet, and you'll notice that everything is closed at night. So it's gonna be extremely quiet. So it's true that there are certain places in the city which has a good nightlife, like there are a lot of pubs and it's quite popular among the youngsters, but still the overall nightlife scene in Perth can feel a bit lackluster compared to other cities in Australia. So if you ask me, I personally feel that Perth is great for somebody who is in that phase of life when they want to settle in and raise a family. But if you are somebody who is not ready to settle in, or you want to enjoy that freedom and your bachelor life, then Perth might not be as good for you. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this? I'd love to hear that. Pro number three is the outdoor lifestyle and healthy living. So Perth as a city has that culture of health and fitness, and you'll see that a lot of locals engage themselves in an active lifestyle. They do a lot of hiking, swimming, cycling, and all of that. You'll also notice that the kids here are also very much encouraged to participate in sports, and they do their training from a very young age for different sports. And I feel that this is something that over a period of time, when you engage yourself in such an active lifestyle, you automatically get healthier. Another thing is about the gyms. So when I go to my gym, I have often noticed that people who are 50 plus, 60 plus are actively lifting weights. And they're not bodybuilders by profession or something. They are normal people. It's just that they like to be fit and healthy, and age is just a number for them. So this is not something that I have seen a lot in India, and that's the reason I am specifically mentioning it. So that is something that I like. So when you move here and you see this sort of crowd, you might automatically indulge yourself as well into getting fitter and healthier, which is great. The next con on my list is limited number of homes. Yes, you heard me right. So in the past few years, Perth has grown rapidly, because of which there have been a lot of people who are moving in here. So these could be from other countries and also from the East. Now, because of this, we are facing a shortage for homes. So I kid you not, if there is one home opening, you'll notice that there are over 50-60 people who are actually trying to get that home. So when it comes to rental market, it's like if a property is advertised at $450 a week, you might have to quote $530 or $550 to actually get that home. So in short, I would say because of the limited number of homes, housing is not very affordable right now. The next pro on my list is thriving market and growth opportunities in Perth. Like I mentioned, we are in that rapid growing spree, which is great. So this is great for somebody who is looking to advance in career, set up a new business, or maybe even invest. So this is a great time to actually be in here, because we are going through that thriving stage. And I believe that you always have the potential to grow exponentially when your city is thriving in terms of your career, your investments, everything. And this is something that I'm comparing between cities, as in being in a thriving city and being in a city which is already flourished. So even if I talk about the property rates, if you buy something here in Perth right now, the chances of that growing is exponential compared to buying a property in Sydney or Melbourne, which is already at its peak. So that way, this is a great place to be in terms of experiencing that city's growth in our lives as well. The next con on my list is very close to my heart, and this is relating to the food. So don't get me wrong, you do get amazing food here. You have a lot of variety, a lot of cuisines. You can try Mexican, Indonesian, Italian, Chinese, whatnot. But the problem with us Indians is we like everything spicy. But here, most of the things would be pretty bland and more adapted to the people here, to the tastes of people here. So what I'm trying to say is, back in India, when we used to have Chinese, it was Indo-Chinese. But here, the Chinese food is authentic Chinese food. And you might not really like it because you are more adapted to what you have had in India. So that is something which is not a big deal, of course. And of course, with time, you will get used to the new taste. But initially, you will feel, I am definitely feeling. The next pro on my list is stunning beaches. Beaches here are great for outdoor activities. I have already mentioned about the outdoor lifestyle and the importance of health and fitness. One main reason why people are so much attracted to outdoor lifestyle is majorly because the weather here is mostly good, except for a few weeks in December, January when it's really hot. And the beaches or the scenery, it's always picturesque. So you have no reason to be inside the home when you have so much to see outside, right? So that is something which is great. Now, my last point is around the weather. I'm not sure whether this is a pro or a con. So, I personally find the weather here pretty good. So, I came here in September, and December, January is the hottest or the summer here. And I think it was just few weeks in December, January that were actually hot. But apart from that, most of the time the weather was really good. That being said, I am yet to experience the winters here. We are slowly transitioning towards winter. Right now, we have around, like, the temperature is around 16, 17 in the morning, sometimes even less, but it's not really cold. So it's good.
The only problem that I am facing right now with the weather is we are moving towards winter, so it's a bit of cold. On top of that, it rains as well. So the rainy season comes along with the winter. That's the only thing that I'm not liking much.
I'm not sure whether the point around weather is actually a pro or a con. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read that. With that, we come to an end to this video. And I hope that you learned something new. Sorry that I had to change the setup a little because there was an emergency and I was shooting in the morning and now it's the evening, so there'll be a difference in the lighting situation as well. Sorry about that. So for the next video, I again have an idea in my mind which is also relating to the pros and cons, but those are a little too personalized, as in when somebody like me, a 20-something or a 30-something just moves into the country, what are the personal problems that they might face and what all things are different from India which they are gonna love. So the concept is relating to that. Let me know in the comments below if you are excited for that video. That would motivate me to make it sooner. A lot of you have been constantly asking me, what do I do here? What is my job? So if I have to say that in a one-liner, I am a human capital consultant and I also make videos on how to crack your dream job, majorly because I have that HR background. So if that is something that you are interested in, do not forget to check this playlist right here and also subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of the updates. This playlist also consists videos where I talk about what you need to do to get into that dream job, whether it's in India or in another country. I'm sure that's going to be super helpful to you guys. I think that's what I wanted to share through this video. So if you like it, do hit that thumbs up button, hit the bell icon, click on the subscribe button, share it with your friends and family, and make me feel good for what I am doing. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, Athulya Nair, signing off. Ciao!